Hey y'all, it's Annie. I am so excited to come to you with a brand new YouTube channel and my 2020 planner lineup. This is my year. This is the year I'm going to get with the plan, and I'm excited to show you what all of these awesome tools are going to do to help me make that happen. So stay tuned and we'll go through and see what we've got. So first up, I want to show you this. This is a dot grid, just an inexpensive journal that I picked up at AC Moore. I had great thoughts about utilizing this artistically, like all of these amazing artists do on YouTube with their bullet journals. And well, realistically, that's not going to happen. I don't have an artistic bone in my body. So I was planning to do a fitness and health journal in this. I've got something else I'm using instead that's set up for me, and I've been utilizing this as just a brain dump. Brain dumping is awesome. I'm sure most of you have heard of it if you're into plannering. It's all about just getting the ideas in your head down on paper so that you can actually do something with them. I've been using this for my wish list. We just moved into our new house in mid-November, so I set up my cleaning zones. I was using it to figure out what I wanted to do with my planners. I used it over Christmas for Christmas card lists and shopping, and all kinds of different ideas have been going on in here. So I'm going to keep using this as my brain dump. Keep it by my bedside, so when I have ideas for any of my YouTube channels or anything like that, I can just go to here and jot the ideas down so that they can then move into one of my planners to work towards my goals. I do have another YouTube channel, Annie Lumay, I've had for a number of years. I do mainly scrapbooking, some cross-stitch stuff with the fabulous floss tube community on YouTube, and I talk about the books I've read over there too, and I'll leave a link below in case you're interested in that. But I've been super excited to get involved a little bit more with the planning community, and because I have so much content that's going to happen here, I thought it was best lived in a brand new channel. This is another dot grid journal that I picked up. I thought I would just show you in case I would somehow fill this entire thing up this year. I don't know, but I've got one in the wings just in case. So moving on, this is my newest addition to my lineup. I've been watching so many planner videos trying to figure out what I wanted to do this year. It's funny because I've been in sales for almost 30 years now, and planning, goal setting, all of that has been a big part of my life, and it's absolutely essential when you're in sales. So planning is nothing new to me. I've had personal planners in the past, but haven't really kept up with them. And I don't know, I just decided I've got some big goals this year, and I'm not going to achieve them unless I have a specific plan and steps to take in order to get there. So that's kind of how all of this goodness happened. So one of the things that I needed to change was to have something that was on the go with me. Now I have a work planner that's with me, during the work week all the time, but I need something in my purse that, has my personal to-dos when I'm on the go. My gosh, there's so many times my husband is like, can you stop and do this? Or you need to stop and get an oil change, or, can you stop and drop this off? And I just forget, my days get crazy. And so this little baby is going to help me kind of stay on track for that. I love the setup. I was so excited to get it just to touch the paper, and it definitely did not disappoint. This is the Hobonichi Weeks 2020. This is the regular. You can also get a Mega Weeks. The difference is the number of notes that are available at the back. So the back has a note section with gridded paper to kind of do whatever you want with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I'll probably keep passwords and just some basic contact information that I need to have access to when I'm on the go. but we'll see. I didn't think I needed the extra large version of this. So it's got your monthly calendars at the beginning. I'm not completely positive what I'm going to do with that yet, but then it's got dailies. So it's got the daily, the week on one side, and then the other side is notes. So I can keep track of things I need to do when I'm out and about during the day. And then also I'm figuring I'll have my grocery list and any other to-dos that just need to be accomplished during the week. So I am super excited to get going with this. This is the paprika, and I just got the clear cover to go with that so that it doesn't get too beat up in my purse. I want to apologize if you hear chomping in the background. My dog is happily laying around chewing on a bone, and hopefully you don't find that distracting. So my fitness and health planner slash journal is the Commit 30. I did a lot of research looking for something that was going to work for me. I would love to hear from any of you who are also on kind of a health weight loss journey going into 2020. This is it. This is the year. It just feels like, I don't know, there's something special about 2020. It's an opportunity to finally achieve the goal that I wanted to achieve for the past 20 years since my daughter was born, and that is to lose this extra weight. I never had a weight problem. Before I had her. We laugh about that all the time, but I had some response to both of my pregnancies. My older son, I was younger, I was able to get back faster, had autoimmune response issues, and with her it was just crazy. And I don't know, I just seem to keep gaining weight for the last 20 years, and it's time to quit it. So I love how this journal works because, like I mentioned, I'm very much into goal setting. It's something that I've been doing for many years, and it's great to set your goals and say, this is what I want to happen this year, but you need to write that down, but then you need to break it down into smaller goals. Well, how are you going to achieve that big goal? What are you going to do on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, on a daily basis in order to get there? And I love that the Commit 30 journal really follows that process and breaks it down for you. So I will be doing weekly videos with this. If anybody is interested in joining me on, a health journey in 2020 to lose weight, I've got a big goal ahead of me that I'll be excited to talk to you about. So this is going to help me get there. It breaks down into your monthly goals and what you're committing to, but there's a couple of different things I'm going to do with this. First of all, it's undated, which is fine. The monthly spread I'm going to use really to track my health. So I'm 53, I'll be 54 this year. I'm headed towards menopause. Things are a little wonky, so I want to keep track of my period, and also just want to keep track of my overall health on this spread, as far as I have some heart issues, so keep track of, if I'm having tachycardia or palpitations or irregular heartbeats. Just keep track of how I'm feeling. I've had anxiety, panic disorder for years and years, which is completely under control, but every once in a while breaks through. So I would like to keep track of that as well. And that way you've got the statistics if you go to the doctor and you want to talk about things. On a weekly basis, I love how this is set up. So first of all, you've got your hydration tracker. That's big for me. I would live on Diet Coke 24/7 if I could, which is so terrible. So I definitely want to work on making sure my water intake is where it needs to be. You put together your workout plan, so all of that in here. This is also where I'll be doing my meal planning. So I'll talk more about that when I'm setting this up for the first week of January. And then there's different daily tracking that you can do. So each month is set up that way, so you're basically working your way towards hitting your goal in a year. And there's some note pages in the back. Not sure what I'll use those for, but I am definitely thrilled to have this beautiful planner slash journal to help me on my health journey this year. Next up is my work planner. Like I mentioned, that's something I've always utilized. I am in advertising sales, and we do use an online resource for keeping track of budgets and billing, and your appointments have to be in there so managers know kind of what you're up to. But I've always been a paper girl. I need to have my paper planners. The last few years I've been using the Day Designer, I think it is, I think I just picked those up at Target, and it was a weekly layout. It just wasn't enough space for me, and my planners get really beat up also. So I looked into the different daily planners that were out there, and they're huge. We're talking like a 5-pound planner to carry around in my bag. That was not going to happen. So I discovered She Plans, and I am absolutely thrilled with this. You get a new planner for each quarter of the year, so you get 4 planners, and it is daily, so that's perfect for me. And I will love having a new planner every quarter because I really am hard on my planners. They get beat up. They're just taken everywhere. Very much a functional planner. So I think this will work out really well for me. So I have just some budget stuff in here. I kind of made a key so that I can highlight my appointments, based on what they're doing. And then I love the goal setting process that She Plan has. I'm going to put together a vision board, and then I'll work on my quarterly goals, which we're still kind of in the process of at work. And then I have different ideas of what I want to do, but every month there's like a pre-planning sheet so that you're looking at the month as a whole and the different weeks in the month and what are the things you want to focus on in the action steps. And there's a place for notes, which I think I'll probably use for meeting notes. And then, the daily spread where you have your timetable, which is perfect for appointments. And then on the side is what I'll use for my to-dos, which is great because it's definitely more space, which is what I needed compared to the last journal I had. So I'm pretty set up and I'm ready to go with this stuff. I'll finish my goal planning before we get into things. I'm lucky to have a little vacation time off, and I probably won't do much with this on the planner channel. If anybody's interested, I can give you a peek at it, every month or whatever. But this is definitely a very functional planner to help ensure my success in my job. Okay, so the last 2 planners, I went back and forth whether I could put all of the content that I wanted into one planner, and I really decided I needed 2 planners for home life because one is really covering all the stuff at home and the other one is more about my YouTube channels, and I kind of want to call it my hobby planner. So I'll show you that one in a second. Let's go over my home planner first. This is an Erin Condren. I have used Erin Condren in the past when I did utilize a personal planner, and I love it. So I'm excited to take advantage of this great design for 2020 to help me get more on track with what I want to do around the house and with my personal life. I have a lot of big goals that I want to achieve, not just losing weight. So I've got ideas of what I'm going to do for these pages, and I will be doing a planner setup to show you that. And my goal for this planner is a number of things. I want to keep track of my cleaning schedule. That's going to be a big thing. So I'll go over how I'm doing my zone cleaning. I want to keep track of different contacts that I want to make. My word for this year, I'll just say it right now, but I'll be doing some things with it in my planner videos, is intentional. I want to be more intentional, with my health, So I've got this to help me be more intentional about the choices I'm making and what I'm eating and what I'm doing, moving my body so that I have good health for a long time to come. I want to be more intentional about, you know, my goals at work. I've always been good at goal setting, but I just want to even take it a step further. And one of the personal things is being more intentional about being in touch with people. I had this experience just recently. My dad's oldest sister, my dad has 7 sisters. He's second oldest, but his oldest sister lost her husband recently. And, you know, everybody, that family's in Wisconsin. I'm not, you know, as we've grown up and everybody's getting older and they have their own kids, you're just not in touch with those people as much. And so I haven't talked to her for quite a while, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick up a card, and I just wrote her a nice letter, you know, just kind of talking about what's happening in our life and how much I was thinking about her and the past. And she called my dad immediately when she got it. She was like so blown away. And she sent me a thank you note for sending her a sympathy card. And I thought, you know what? We're getting so far away in this digital world from just doing little things that make such a difference in someone's life. I want to stop and think about that a little bit more in my connections with people in my life, whether it's family, friends, whatever. So I want to do that. I'm also going to use this as a faith planner. I want to be a little more intentional with that as well. And I'm going to be doing some just reading challenges that I'll keep track of in here with the Bible. And, you know, then just the other kind of day-to-day stuff I need to do and get done as far as personal life is concerned. So that is what my Erin Condren will do. And then my last planner, which is number 5, if you don't count my bullet journal, is a happy planner. And I'm really excited to dive into the happy planner community. I've been watching so many planner videos. It's crazy. And it's funny because my daughter wanted to do a different planner, and I actually have a giveaway, which I'll talk about in just a second if you are still staying tuned this far. I picked her up a planner that she wanted, and she decided to go into the happy planner as well. So we're both kind of excited about it. So this is going to be what I want to call my hobby planner. YouTube is definitely a hobby I've enjoyed for a number of years with my scrapbooking. So I want to keep track of all of that stuff. I want to keep track of, you know, the videos that I want to do, where I'm at with my scrapbooking. I want to keep track of my cross-stitching and challenges that I'm doing with the cross-stitch community I'm involved in. I want to keep track of reading and reading challenges that I'm doing. So all of that's going to be in here. I'll keep track of social media and trying to keep better up with posting things for, you know, my different interests. And yeah, so I think this is going to be a big help, and I have some ideas on how I'm going to set it up, but I will be definitely doing a setup video on this one so you can take a peek at how that one's going to work for me. So that is my planner stack for 2020. So excited and really excited again to have this new channel and hopefully meet some new people that are into plannering like I am. So let me tell you about my giveaway. My daughter wanted a passion planner, and like I said, she ended up changing her mind, and she is going to be using a happy planner. The Homebody is what I ended up purchasing for her, and I think that's going to work really well. So I have this passion planner, and this is an undated version. It's a really nice black, you know, leather-like, it's not leather, but leather feel cover. And the front years go through 2022, and then it's got all of your undated month calendars, as well as the reflections that Passion Planner takes you through each month. And then after the months, it's got your weekly spreads, they're hourly. It has different to-do lists, personal and work, as well as a space for whatever you want to use it for. So it's really nice. And there's a ton of just plain white pages and then some dot grid pages at the end of the planner. And, you know, obviously we'll keep the little stickers with it. So I am going to give this away, let's say by January 31st of this year, 2020. I'll make sure I make a note of that. And in order to enter, I would ask you to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, and then comment below. Tell me what your passion for 2020 is. What's your big goal? What are you working towards for this amazing new year? And like I said, I will randomly pick a winner on January 31st for this. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you will join me for some upcoming Plan With Me videos as I embark on my journey to get with the plan in 2020. That is where it's at. Would love you to subscribe, like this video, enter my giveaway, and I will look forward to seeing you very soon. I hope you make it a great 2020.